Shalom. This is Sincere Milk Lion's Den. My name is Yahweh Sap. I camp out with Lion's Den Yashawada in Jacksonville, Florida. First, I'd like to say a prayer to the Father, to the Son, to the elders, to the archons, and to the women and children. Kal, Harayam, La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Bahashem, Ha, Rodash, Kodash, Mark, all praise to Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shai, in spirit and holy and truth. Double honors to the elders of GMS. Double honors to my elder, Al-Wam. Salutations to the archons who are the four corners of the earth in sincerity and truth. And to the women and children, Shalom. Okay, well, this lesson is going to be, let's also run the good race, right? Now, I'm going to do a little twist according to what the spirit, and you're going to see why. And you're going to find, you're going to understand why it is a good race, right? I hear people, I said a couple of times, oh, I got a good job, I got a great job. I really like this job, I like what I'm doing. Then after you be working for, so many years, you find out that it's not as good as you thought, right? You start seeing things that are going wrong, things that are not good, right, in that business. And then, you get out. But this is the best job of all in the whole world. This job right here, doing God's will, right? Why? Because that's what we were born, that's what we were created for. You see? It's like when you see those superheroes, right? They were given certain powers. Well, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai is telling us, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and speckled birds, that, hey, I want to give you these special powers. I want to give you this inheritance. But for me to give it to you, right, you have to apply, right? Apply the application. And you have to, learn it and practice it, okay? Now, in saying that, it's going to be given to 144,000 chosen elect, right? Who they are, we don't know. I hope not only I be one of them, but also in my camp, then my brothers as well, okay? And that's how come we are all, doing the work and practicing it, so then that way, when that time comes, right, that we hopefully be the chosen elect, but we still got to call our brothers and sisters out there, right, you Jakes, right, so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, and speckled birds, because you can be that part of that group, right, and plus Sraka and 1/3, right. So I'm going to go to Hebrew chapter 12, verse 1. Verse 1 says, therefore we also, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and the sins which so easily ensnares us, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us. Now that part that I just read here about the so great a cloud of witnesses, that's the chariots up there, the angels. From the beginning of time, we've been watched and we've been recorded. Just like right now, the Edomites, they were given the knowledge to do learn this technology, right, that they have now, and now they want to watch everything, because who's going to wake up? Who's waking up, right? And they won't be able to, count the sand of the sea with all the technology, even with AI. It's impossible. It's not that intelligent. It's not that advanced. It will never be, right? But hey, they're going to use what they got, and they want to see if they can stop what's already been, written, which is impossible because Yahweh and Yahweh Shai controls the past, the present, good and evil. Right? It's like the person who built the computer and he's programming it, right? He's the programmer. Computer cannot control itself, right? I mean, I know they're saying now that the AI, right, will be able to learn by itself, right? But that's what they're saying, right? When you see their lips moving, man, you gotta always remember they lie a lot, okay? Hebrew 10:36. Yeah, 10:36. Here we go. Verse 36 says, "For you have need of endurance, so that after you have done the will of Yahweh, you may receive the promise." Okay? Now remember, the word endurance means what? You got to practice to be in that level of endurance, right? So you got to eat right, you got to exercise, right? Let me mark this before I forget. It's lucky. Okay, so now we're going to go to Luke 21. Because this is a very important, wonderful, great job that we're doing right now. It's going to be written in history forever, for eternity. Yep, we'll be part of history. Here we go. Luke 21. And the Edomites know they're going to have the most worst history written of all time for eternity. Serves them right anyway. That's what they were created for. I'm getting there. 21 verse 19, 20, and 21. Okay. 21 verse 19. Oh, this is going to be in red letters. Yahweh Shai speaking to us. "By your patience possess your soul." But, verse 20, "But when you see Jerusalem, America, surrounded by armies, then know that it is desolation is near." Yeah. It's going to be a matter of time. I mean, when I say matter of time, the second shutdown. When that second shutdown hits, they're sending in National Guards and martial law. And the reason they're going to be doing this, see, because they're using the name COVID-19, right? But really with that approach, with that deception, is so they can speed up the time, because their most concern is when he's coming. Yeah. Yahweh and Yahweh Shah with the angels. So they got to speed up how fast they can gather everyone. Verse 21. "Then let those who are in Jerusalem, in America, right, in the city, flee to the mountains. Let those who are in the midst of her depart. And let not those who are in the country enter her." Yeah. When all shit breaks loose, and it will, right? Chaos, riots, consistent, right? And then, of course, the people that took the macaroni shot turn zombie on us, okay? They ain't going to be moving in slow motion like you see on TV, right? No. They're going to be jumping, leaping, right? It's going to be some crazy, serious shit going on. And if it is the will of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai for you to get caught, to be taken to FEMA camp, to get your head cut off, or to escape, that's his decision, right? But to those who don't do his will, doesn't do his work, well, you're already giving him the finger. So that's for sure you're not going to escape, especially you 2/3 anyway, okay? Who don't really love him. You didn't love him in the past, right? You were traitors, and you're traitors now. Especially those who have a 501c3 incorporated church, right? Are licensed with the state. I'm moving to Colossians chapter 3. Verse 8. But now you yourselves are to put off all these anger, wrath, malice, blaspheme, filthy language out of your mouth. Okay? And you're going to come out, especially you Christians, then why are you using those words, SH and all that? That's not the filthy that he's talking about. He's talking about the filthy of using that name that you like to use, Jesus, right? Celebrating those pagan holidays, right? What else? Calling him other names that are not his, right? These are filthy languages. And lying is also a filthy language, right? Because you love the Edomites. You do anything for them, right? You even die for them and fight for them, right? You want to protect them. You want to save them. Okay, Ephesians chapter 4. Chapter 4, verse 22 and 23. That you put off concerning your former conduct the old man, which grows corrupt according to the deceitful lust. Yeah, the older you get, the worse you're getting, right? And the world loves you. This world loves you, right? Hell, you probably be getting a higher paying job. I'm going to share something with you. My sister used to work for the retirement department of the environment, people that pick up trash, right? She's the one that does the paperwork and all that for their retirement. She's the right-hand secretary of the boss, right? And being that she went to college for other things, and he saw her record, he said, "Look, I'm going on vacation, okay, for 2 weeks, and what I really need when I'm out of vacation that you sign the checks. I already taught you how to do the books, how to keep, the accounting and all that. Sign the checks. These people are retired, so you can give them their check." She said, "Yeah, I can do that. I know how to do that. That's easy for me." Anyway, he went on vacation, her boss, and she started, he gave her the other book, because she never did the checking to begin with. She only did the accounting parts, right, the numbers, but never the checking. But when she started doing the checking with the accounting books, right, she realized there's a check there that is not in the books. And she looked, and she looked. So she said, "I can't sign that. I don't know what it is. And I can't call him because he never gave me a number to call him." Right? So she kept looking, and it bothered her. She said, "This is crazy, Anyway, she took it to whatever administration she has to take it to, showed them, and found out that he was, he has something running on the side, and he's been doing it for years. It was in the $1 million something that he was, he was collecting in his bank, a private bank. Anyway, it came out on the news and everything, and lo and behold, she thought she would get promoted for doing something so great, right? And he just got a slap in the wrist, right? Got to pay this much. She got kicked out. She lost the job. Okay. So anyway, she went to apply for another job that she, qualified. Was in the field of pharmaceutical. Being, I think, a director or a manager, something like that. And they said they already have someone already, for that position. And when she's coming out of the office to take the elevator, she bumps into her old boss. And she goes, he says hi to her and everything. He's happy. And she goes, wow, what a coincidence. We both, I meet you here. He goes, yeah, I applied I got hired. I'm going to be in charge of, this high position. Right? I mean, it's recorded that he's been stealing money, but now he's getting a high position in the pharmaceutical industry, which is sort of, he's an Edomite anyway, right? So, so check that out, right? That's messed up. Verse 23. And be renewed in the spirit of your mind. Yeah, be renewed. I mean, renewed, we've been indoctrinated. We've been programmed. We've been even hypnotized, right? In this world system. So the only way you can break from that program is to come back to your true identity, come back to the scripture, right? Nationality and your inheritance, right? It won't happen overnight, but hey, it's a start. Romans chapter 12, verse 2 all the way to 5. Here we go. Chapter 2. And do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh. Okay? Going to verse 3. For I say, through the grace given to me, to everyone who is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, as Yahweh has dealt to each one a measure of faith, right? When you hear the faith, works also goes with it. Verse 4, for as we have many members in one body, but all the members do not have the same function. Verse 5, so we being many are one, members of one another. Yeah, that is so true. We're not alone in this, even though we got to run the good race, right? Work your own salvation with fear and trembling, right? But we are not alone, okay? The angels are watching and witnessing everything, right? Recording everything going up and down, right? Yahweh, the Father, right? And Yahweh Shai. And then soon, 144,000 chosen elect. Wow. And 1/3. Going to 1 Corinthians chapter 10:17. It's amazing that it's only going to take only 1 hour to destroy this place. Yeah, Yahweh and Yahushua said it's going to only take 1 hour. Clean this mess that it took them what, 400 years or something? And in 1 hour, all gone, bye-bye. 10:17, verse 17 says, for we thought many are one bread and one body, for we all partake of that one bread. Okay? That's 17. We are all part, even though we are around the world, waking up every day. Okay? We are all one, doing the will of Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai. 1 Corinthians chapter 12. All the way 12 and then 27 and 28. Okay, 12. Let's go to 12. Verse 12. For as the body is one and has many members, but all the members of that one body, being many, are one body, so also is Yahweh Shai. Verse 27. Now you are the body of Yahweh Shai, and the members individually. Yeah. Verse 28. And Yahweh has appointed these in the churches. First apostles, second prophecies, third teachers, and after that, miracles, then gifts of healing, helps, administrations, various of tongues, different people speaking different languages, which is around the world. Okay? Different skills. I mean, he had this planned, this chess game. And now I'm moving to Ephesians chapter 4. Chapter 4, verse 11 all the way to 13. Verse 11. And he himself gave some to be apostles, some prophets, some evangelists, and some pastors and teachers. Verse 12. For the equipping of the saints, for the work of ministries, for the edifying of the body of Yahweh Shai, right? Equipping, I got it written here when I looked it up in Google, supplying with the necessary items for a particular purpose. Yep. When we're doing his work, he's getting us ready for a particular purpose, right? I mean, think about it. If somebody is very wealthy, right? He's not just going to tell his son, okay, well, because you're my son, let me just, when you hit 18 or 30 years old, let me just give you this. No, he has to teach him, you know, the importance, the value of keeping this and what you will have to do to keep it. Right? Makes sense. I'm moving to verse 13. Till we all come to the unity and till we come to the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of Yahweh Shai, of Yahweh, to a perfect man, to the measure of the stature of fullness of Yahweh Shai. See how it's well planned, even though we're in a sinful body, right? But through him, we are working to want to become perfected through Yahweh Shai. Okay? And that will happen when we get that new body. Right? Especially the 144,000. Woo! I mean, all you gotta do is read Jeremiah 16:16. Right? For he called for many fishermen. But after that, when the fishermen are no more needed, what comes after the fishermen? Hunters. Yep. And that's why the Edomites are getting ready. Because this is going to be on. It's going to be ugly. Colossians chapter 2, verse 2. Yeah, right here. All the way to 3. Verse 2. That their hearts, mind, may be encouraged, being knit together in love, attending to all riches of the full assurance of understanding, to the knowledge of the mystery of Yahweh, both of the Father and of the Son, Yahweh Shai. See? The more we keep doing his will, the more he will, through our elders, right, give us the understanding, okay, that of what we need to prepare us. Because when this happens, this mark of the beast, the cashless society, right? I mean, right now it looks like everything is normal, but it's not, because you don't know what to look for to begin with, okay? But we who've been called, we see that things are getting ready, okay? We see the demons out there. They can't hide no more. They can only think they can hide. Okay, going to where was I? Yeah, this I'll leave you with this. Okay, why run the good race? Okay, going going to 1 Corinthians, chapter 1 to 24. Here we go. Where am I? 1 Corinthians, chapter 1 to 24. I gotta do this. And then 30. Here we go. Verse 24. But to those who are called, both Jews, Greek, Yahawashi, the power of Yahweh, and the wisdom of Yahweh. Okay? Now we move to 30. Right? He's preparing us. And look what happens now. Verse 30. But of him you are in Yahawashi, who became for us wisdom from Yahweh, and righteousness, and sanctification, and redemption. Yeah, we're going to need something more powerful than just, us. See, because they've been, the Edomites been given the blessing, right, of the sword. And on top of that, right, it was told all the way back in Cain and Abel, when Cain murdered his brother, that's the descendants, that's who the Edomites come from, okay? They're fugitive, right? And when he murdered his brother, when you remember when Yahawashi came and said, "Hey, where's your brother?" I mean, you can read it. When they gave him the mark, right? He said, "Well, now everybody's gonna know what I did. I mean, I'm gonna be killed." He said, "No. Nobody's gonna touch you. You go ahead. Nobody's gonna touch you." See, he was excited. Oh wow, nobody's gonna touch me. I can do whatever I want, and that's what he's been doing, right? On redemption, the action of saving or being saved from sin, error, or evil. Well, Edomites are evil, right? We have committed sin, right? And through faith and work, right? Grace, the gift of grace, salvation, and redemption. See how everything now you can put it all together? I hope this was edifying. And with that, I'll say, Shalom.